morning. This is Brother Harvey Barlow Jr. with Ada Beta Sigma chapter here located in Nashville, Tennessee, the Music City. It's our opportunity and pleasure this morning to bring to you one of our brothers of Ada Beta Sigma in the name of Brother Michael Harvey, owner of One Spunky Spud. And we're so happy to be with him today. He's located here in Rivergate Mall in the north part of Nashville, Tennessee, going towards Hendersonville, Tennessee. And we're so fortunate to have with us one of our committee members of Bigger and Better Business, 886 chapter, Brother Wendell Walker. And we're going to turn over to Brother Walker, Wendell Walker. He's going to just sort of introduce us to Brother Michael business and tell us something about himself. And so now I'm going to put you in the hand of Brother Wendell Walker and let us be prepared to hear some good news from Rivergate Mall from this great frat brother of ours, Brother Walker.
Well, thank you so much, Chairman Barlow. On behalf of the Bigger Better Business Committee, it is a pleasure to have the opportunity to sit down and talk to our brother, Michael Harvey. Now, he's a recent initiate of the Eta Beta Sigma chapter, part of the 12 blockbusters. 12 blockbusters, and I
yes.
understand you were also number 11, right?
Yes, number 11.
Cordon Bleu,
Hey,
okay?
Cordon Bleu,
All
that's
right,
what they call
I
me.
love that name. I love that name. But also, he has a very exciting business that's taken Nashville by storm. And it's really a pleasure for us to get some of this time to talk about his business and to also make sure everybody's aware of it. It's located as Brother Barlow mentioned, at the Rivergate Mall in the food court. And we want to kind of get some background information about his business and more about Brother Harvey and just talk about this business and where he's going for the future, okay? So, Brother Harvey, please discuss your background and tell us about your exciting new business and what do you want us to know first about your business?
Well, just a little bit about my business. Again, like he stated, my name is Michael Harvey, and I'm the owner of One Spunky Spud here in Rivergate Mall. Our business actually caters to the baked potato, the most underrated food probably there is, right? So we all love a good baked potato with a steak or a salad or something like that, but no one really thought to make it a whole meal until I came along. And I like to eat, so
Right.
I said, "Come on, let's make this thing a meal." Doing that, it just kind of took off. Went viral on TikTok, and the rest is history. And we just going strong. So,
Outstanding,
yeah.
outstanding. And by the way, I need to make sure I get an order in today
hmm
before I leave. So basically, you kind of covered how you came up with the concept
hmm
and why it's been so successful. But before we go any further, walk us through your delicious menu, things that you want people to be aware of
Okay.
that you offer.
Yeah. So with the menu of course is loaded baked potatoes. So we have like a lot of people are, you're used to, cheese, bacon bits, sour cream chops, things like that. But we do have some such as the Philly cheesesteak, which has everything that a Philly cheesesteak will have. The steak, the bell peppers, the onions, the melted cheese, all of that on top of a buttered potato, baked potato, so as the buffalo chicken spud, which is buffalo chicken, cheese, ranch, all that good stuff, stuffed on top of a potato. So it's like I said, it's really just a meal, and it's something different. We get tired of the same thing: pizza, fish, burgers, chicken wings. Now I don't get tired of chicken wings, but I like to switch it up every now and again. But just the same old stuff. So that's just kind of what we have on the menu. Yeah.
Outstanding. Thank you so much for taking us through that. So right now, I want to talk about the decision-making process that you went through to determine the location of your business, and in making that determination, how did you assess the feasibility of your business becoming successful?
So with determining the location, I always know everybody's always in the mall, right?
Sure.
Everybody's always in the mall. They're shopping. They're come with the notion that I want to spend some money.
Sure.
Okay. Now, if I'm at a place where you want to spend some money, I talk to you and stuff, and hopefully you're gonna spend a little bit of that money with me.
Okay.
So that was just kind of like the main reasoning behind coming to a mall. Starting off, they already have the people, despite Rivergate Mall may be not the best, hustling and bustling mall, but I just needed a space because I know if I got a space, I can do the promotions myself and all that different type of stuff. So really the reasoning behind it, like I said, people are already here with the notion of I want to spend money, hey, and I want you to spend some money with me. So that's just kind of how we did it.
Great viewpoint. So obviously effective management, financing and budgeting are important factors for the success of a business. To the extent that you can, please share with us how you approach this aspect of the business and what advice would you give to prospective business owners?
Oh, so basically, it's hard.
Yeah.
So basically, talk about how we manage and all of that type of stuff. It's pretty. Now, who I am outside of my personality when it pertains to business management is a whole nother different person. You know how people have. I'm not gonna say alter egos because that can go down a really dark path, but I'm gonna say just I know how to switch on and off who I am to make sure that I can get done what I need to get done. So you see this big old fat funny guy up at the front, but in the back, hey, have the orders went out. Hey, what are we looking like on financials? Talking to my accountant, hey, what are we looking like with financials? Things like that, and just making those changes as needed when people aren't able to really meet your needs. So effective managing is just simply, hey, not giving. And a lot of times, even in business, we think we have to be polite or we have to be super duper nice or coddle people and things like that. But what I've come to learn in business is that being polite is a luxury. Not saying to be mean or be rude, but being straight to the point is business and business by itself. So if I'm just simply saying, hey, I need this done, it's not a time to, oh, brother, I need this done. Could you please? No, I need this done. I kind of need it done right now. Let's show mutual respect. You're not my child. I'm not your father. You're not my father. I'm not your child. And just showing that mutual respect, but also laying the foundation of, hey, this is a business. This is my business, and I'm going to run it how I see fit.
Outstanding.
Question you probably run both.
If financing was involved, please discuss this aspect of initiating a business. Did you interact with the bank? If you didn't, what advice would you give to a prospective business owner if they were interested in using financing for their business?
So the thing about it is, I actually didn't have traditional financing, going to a bank, things of that nature. Before Spunky Spud, I worked in corporate America, so I had a 401k, I had all those different types of things. And what I did is, because I wanted to go into my business not having a lot of debt. So what I did is I saved, I worked overtime, I worked triple time, I did all of those good things. And eventually, when I decided to quit my job and do this, I withdrew my 401k. So I actually funded my own business. And then on top of that, that's why it's always good to have a positive family dynamic, like to have people that really support you.
Right.
Because also my church sold into the vision that I had for Spunky Spud for my business. So they actually gave me a love offering as well. Yeah, it is. So that's how we just came about, really. Is through the help of the Lord with my church and pulling out finances and saving pretty much.
God, there's a lesson right there.
There is a lesson.
God is good.
Yeah.
Glad to hear that. So with the phenomenal success of your business, where do you see your business going in 5 years and beyond? Any interest in opening additional locations?
So the idea that I have for Spunky Spud is just simply franchising.
Okay.
I want Spunky Spud to be the loaded baked potatoes, the McDonald's of loaded baked potatoes.
Okay.
So I want to, just as the concept of McDonald's is, that's how we are structuring our business to move forward.
Okay.
So franchisees, those that reach out, want to franchise or want Spunky Spud. You know, we have the set fee, we have all those different type of dynamics included in, and just giving the reins over to them staying within a certain amount of guidelines and things of that nature, and just eventually franchising all over the world.
Wow, I like to hear that. Well, Michael, you are such an inspiration to so many. Other than a gut feeling, what tools does a person need to have to make that leap from employee to employer? Because essentially that's what you did. You know? So if you were looking back on your experience, what type of things do you think someone have to kind of put together to make it to be as successful as you've been?
You gotta have faith.
Got
faith. Y'all hear that? Faith.
Got it. Yeah.
The substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen.
That's right.
You have to have faith. Faith in yourself, faith in the Lord that He will provide and He will just supply all of your needs according to His riches and glory. You have to have faith. If you don't have faith, it won't work.
Amen.
Because simply put, if you don't believe in yourself, who else will? If you can't convince yourself of yourself, no one's going to be able to believe anything that you have to offer. So definitely faith. Hard work and dedication.
Outstanding.
Yeah, hard work and dedication. That's going to get the job done every single time.
Outstanding. No, that'll preach. Preach. Now, I remember when I first met you, it was very clear that you never meet a stranger. And you were very confident in communicating with people, very well-versed in all aspects of your business. Have you always been that way, and how did you develop those communication skills?
So I've always been who I am. Like, I've never, morphed into this loud, big old personality. It's just always who I've been. Like, even from a kid, just first of all, when you as big as me, you can't be shy and you ain't gonna be missed, if you get what I'm saying. So I had to understand, and at an early age, as they already see you, you 6 foot whatever. Now, I grew taller in high school, but you 6 foot, you so and so odd pounds. I ain't gonna let y'all know, but I'm a pretty big fella. But you a pretty big fella, and you're not easily looked over. So either you're going to allow people to project on you what they think about you, or you're going to give them what you want them to think about you.
Very positive.
So I made up in my mind that I will always give people the perception of who I know I am, so they don't have to second guess it for themselves, So it's just my personality has always been, I'm loud, I'm boisterous, I'm opinionated, I'm business-minded, I'm all those things, and you'll probably know it when you come up to me, because like you said, I don't meet no strangers, because we all the same.
Well, the key is that without question, you know who you are, and that's what I got. When I met you, that came across not only as a signal brother, which we're very happy to have a brother of your caliber, but beyond that was just the way you carried yourself, and that struck me as something very, very unusual, and very, very, very much to be admired. So let's talk about when you started the business, being an entrepreneur. Do you have business persons that you aspire to be like, or that have served as an inspiration for you?
Don't shoot me dead, y'all.
I hope I didn't put you on the spot.
Yeah, that kind of put me on the spot, because before all this mess took place with the president.
Right.
Now, mind you, pre-president.
No, I got you.
Pre-government. I used to strive to be like Donald Trump. Yeah. Believe it or not.
Well, he was if you think about it, in the 80s, he was the epitome of success.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, when you look at who he was and what he stood for.
Because with me, I've always been, I'm a very creative being. So I know, not only do I cook, but I know how to sew. I know how, they say I can hold a tune. I just know how to do a lot of things.
Sure.
So when I looked at him and I seen he had ties, he had hotels, he had real estate, he had steaks, like he had all these things. I said, there's a guy that he's well versed in a lot of things.
Right.
Now, when he got into the White House, that was a whole nother thing. I said, yeah, time to find somebody else, you know. But before then, I was just, because people used to tell me all the time, like, hey, you need to find one thing and stick to it. Right. Meanwhile, this guy was doing everything. So that was the only person I could really look up to. The person in my life that I really look up to, I would actually have to say he's a Sigma brother as well. And his name is Bishop Fred Matthews II.
All right.
Yeah, so I've seen how he's run the church that God has blessed him with excellence. You know what I'm saying? I've seen how business is run in the church. It's very strict. I've seen how he has talked to people. He's nurtured people. And how he's just been able to, even over a large congregation, make you feel as if you're the only one there.
Wow, I like that.
And a lot of people, even in business and things like that, they would say normally like, oh, well, if it's business or if you're over this big church, like you just kind of have to be cold or anything like that. And he's been warm since the day that I've met him. So I said, if he can govern all of these people that God has put in his path, surely I can govern the gifts and the talents that God has put on the inside of me to make the money that I want to make, but also still have a personable aspect of the business instead of just, just business as usual, if that makes sense.
Sure. No, that makes sense. Reverend Matthews, very, very well liked and well respected within our frat. Another Beta Sigma brother.
Yep.
Outstanding. So I'm looking at the line that's developing here, and so we're excited. Tell us about the events you have planned in the future for your restaurant. We want to get the word out so folks will attend, and I know we talked earlier about the idea of a Phi Beta Sigma Black Spin Focus Day at One Spunky Spud. Stay tuned for that. We're going to have to agree on a date to have that happen, to have the brothers come in mass and you probably give you some planning for so for us to service you, come to your restaurant. But tell us about some things you have planned in the future. I noticed you had some kind of 90s type of thing
so
very recently on Facebook. I saw that.
So for Juneteenth, we decided to, and which we're going to do it every year, is have a theme for Juneteenth with Black culture. A lot of times, Black culture is appropriated but not appreciated.
Gotcha.
So we decided to, in everything, just with Black culture, make it so our lives are being told how we want to tell them. So every Juneteenth, we decided to go in an era or a time. So this Juneteenth, we did a 90s theme,
I saw that.
Yeah, think about, SWV and, just all those different type of 90 era things, So we dressed up in 90s. We had 90s music playing, and we had 90s sitcoms going on the TV, things like that. We also had Black trivia of old movies. We would ask customers questions of old movies and things of that nature. So it was pretty fun. Things that we have planned on in the future, a back to school drive. One Spunky Spud definitely believes in giving back. Though we started on our own and our own devices and finances and things like that, we've tried our best to give back, whether it's feeding the homeless or just anything.
Gotcha.
But definitely we're going to be doing a back to school drive where we're going to give out backpacks filled with school supplies and things like that. So be looking forward to that in around August. Of course, Halloween, we're going to do a pop-up, and we're all going to dress up, but it's going to be a theme again, and we're going to keep that a surprise. But we have an awesome theme for this year that is sure to shake up a lot of things. And outside of those things, just definitely growing. Now that we have exceeded what we thought we were going to do, we just keeping the activities at bay just a little bit, just giving ourselves time to even catch up to the line back there, just to try to catch up to what God is doing. So we're doing these events, and hopefully there'll be more to come later on.
Well, outstanding, Michael. Look, I know you're a very busy person, and so appreciative that you allowed us some time to talk to you today. And On behalf of the Eta Sigma president, Eston Williams, our chair, Brother Barlow, and our Bigger and Better Business Committee, we want to thank you for participating in Let's Talk Business. And we look forward to the opportunity to spend more time with you as time goes on. Okay? Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No problemo.
Bye, Beta.
We've in the house.
All right, all right.